Hey Collective, welcome back to my channel, Crystal Empress 33. My name is Crystal and I have a general message today. My voice is still scratchy from being sick for 3 weeks, so please bear with me. It's getting better, I can tell. But I have an important message today because I was going to do elemental readings and they said, Crystal, we want this message out for everybody. So I'm doing a general today, a general tomorrow, and then I'm going to do elementals on Thursday and Friday. There's a big shift in the collective at this time. And these are just like all my notes from meditation. There's been a big shift in the collective at this time. There are those who are in a place of suffering, emotionally, maybe physically, but emotionally mostly is what I'm getting. Okay, there's certain circumstances are being brewed up by source to help people experience emotions that they're struggling with. Thank you for the confirmation. Everybody knows when I channel. Look, they just said it could be a book. That's funny. Maybe it will be a book for me in the future. There's a lot to go with this. I mean, I could do a whole series on this. And Abraham, I'm just going to say Abraham Hicks. So Abraham says the equivalent of action is a firecracker, where the equivalent of a vibrational shift is an atomic bomb. Well, your vibration, you can tell where you are vibrationally based on your emotional set points. And they put me through some experiences recently that helped me understand this in a really visceral, tangible way. And I'm going to share one with you in a second. Let me go with this first. So the first thing is they're saying, you know how I say on this channel, some people don't deserve your words, they deserve your silence. Okay? Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. And, you say it best when you say nothing at all. Okay, well, that's great. But it's time to take it a step further, collective. Because even though we are giving people our silence, we're still giving them our energy. And we can know how we're giving them our energy based on how we're feeling. So if you're feeling like you're holding a grudge towards someone, you're feeling animosity towards someone, anger, resentment, those are things that you are still vibrating to them energetically. You're just not putting words to it. And words are sound, okay? But that's not the energy. So even though you're not giving, you've cut them off, it's time to take it a step further and now pull your energy back from them altogether. Don't give them your energy. So what does that look like? I hear a lot of people that say, do this, don't give them your energy. And then everybody's left with, well, how do I do that? Well, here's how you do that. Okay. What does that look like? Right? Source has been asking us for quite some time to be in seclusion to some degree. For some it's severe, some it's not. To heal and to work on ourselves. And they've been giving us little nuggets, like, they've been giving us nuggets. They give us this cooperative component that fills in our grid, our birth chart grid, let's just say. Then they give us this piece to fill in our birth chart grid. And then they give us this piece. So they're asking you to take action. They've been giving you guidance. A lot of it's been about creativity, getting into that creative energy, artistic abilities in any form. Okay, it doesn't have to be drawing or painting. It can be any form of creativity. Anything that makes you feel peace and focus. And this is where it gets important. They're asking you to do things that may seem meaningless, like they just don't seem like they really hold a lot of weight or value to your life or going to get you further. But the things they're asking you to do are the things that are going to make you let go of these people energetically. So for example, I've struggled quite a bit with starting. They've shown me in a really profound way. I actually got sent to the hospital in 2019 during my Kundalini awakening, and they showed me what I was going to be doing, and I've been trying to work towards that, and art is one of the things that they've been having me work on. Well, I've struggled with staying consistent with that. And all this time, they've shown me, Crystal, if you would just draw or paint or use clay or do the things that they've been asking me to do, it would help me let go of painful situations and people energetically. And here's the thing, the things they're asking you to do are things that they know are untapped passions, guys. It's untapped passions. So maybe you've went through life. There are people who have went through life not having any passions. They don't even know what passion feels like, or they don't know what peaceful focus feels like. When I draw, it's getting me to do it. That's the problem. It's just getting me to sit down and do it. That's the problem. But when I sit down and I do it, everything else fades away. My brain goes blank and I just focus on what's in front of me. And if I would just sit down and give myself enough time to take action on the guidance that they're giving instead of the action that I'm typically go to through triggers, then my vibration would raise, my mind would clear, and that energy would dissipate. I wish I had my whiteboard right now because I'm seeing a vision. Crap. Okay, well, I'll do it with this. Okay, so let me say this. You manifest based on your dominant vibration, your emotional set points. So your emotional set points that you want to focus on are here. Hold on, okay, I have them written down. Here are your emotions. So I would stay, me personally, I would try to stay in 7 through 1. The rest of these, leave for other people to suffer, okay? Let them suffer in peace, and you focus on you. And here's what they've had you isolated and secluded because they're trying to give you privacy to heal instead of doing it publicly, because a lot of light workers, teachers, healers, way showers, you are going to be public. You are going to be the nuts and bolts of your teachings will be coming from a high vibration. So right now they're trying to teach you how to live in that high vibration, which means they need to teach you to live in emotional set points that are higher vibration. Happiness, joy, excitement, exhilaration, peace, love, passion, enthusiasm, positive expectation, optimism. All right, you want to live in those emotions. So they're giving you guidance on things that are going to pull out those emotions. And if you're not accepting that guidance and taking action on what they're asking you to do with these creative outlets, you are still giving your energy to these people. Because here's what's happening. When people are all wadded up inside and we're talking, we're exchanging words, and we're feeling like shit, sometimes we have these emotional outbursts, or we give them our words, right? Well, now, if you have cut them off and you're giving them silence, you're not giving them the words, but those words are stewing and brewing in your mind, and it's affecting your day by day vibration. So taking action on these endeavors are going to help. Another thing they wanted me to point out, where did it go? Another thing they wanted me to point out is that sitting in silence doesn't mean that you're not giving them your energy. Sitting in silence means that you're keeping those words and those feelings bottled up inside. And that's why we have these emotions and we don't know what to do, and we can't figure out why we're tired. We can't figure out why, we're angry or we're frustrated or when things are going to shift for us. What they're trying to show you is that your current vibrational set point is tied to your dominant emotions that you're feeling day by day. So what are you feeling day by day, collective? I will say for me, I've been working towards this and I got in a rut. I got in a rut. But I've realized what was putting me in a rut. And I've worked through my emotions for, 5 years now. And, well, longer than that, but I mean through my spiritual awakening. And I will say, anger is the biggest emotion for me that's hard for me to process in a healthy way, because I've got so many years of having a pattern of escaping those emotions by either drinking or smoking weed. Okay, those were my things. That was my jam. That's what I like to do. And when I get angry, I have this push button. It's like, fuck this shit. I push that button, say fuck this shit, and I would get alcohol. Fuck this shit, or I would go get weed, right? Especially those vape pens. Oh my God. Those things are dangerous. Boy, I love those. But I know that doesn't align with my future. They have shown me that those things have to go because they don't align with where I'm going. They don't align with my dream. Because my dream that they showed me is to be a spiritual teacher, a healer, an artist, a famous painter, a sculptor, all kinds of things. And those are all new things. And it's hard to stop the old and start the new because there's no momentum there. So here's what's going on. Let's just say let me push all this back. So we're going to say this is low vibration and this is high vibration. If I had a whiteboard, it would be better. So you've got all this momentum down here, right? It is just, and each dot represents an experience, okay? Whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, all of them tied together. Just tons of momentum. But this is your dream, okay? You're building this dream. This dream is in the higher vibrations. And every time, and just pretend, I wish I had white out. Every time that you take action on the guidance they're giving, you're focusing here, so you can't focus here. That goes away. You're focusing here, that goes away. You're focusing here, that goes away. So the only way to stifle out this energy is to start adding the action over here. And then this will dissipate. It's like this will get less and less, right? This will become less and less, and this will become more and more to the point where it's just, bam, there's your dream. Do you see what I mean? This goes away. So the action they're asking you to take, the reason they're asking you to take it, number one, is because they know that it's going to give you a peaceful focus. Number two, it's going to bring you peace. Number three, it's going to bring passion. Number four, it's going to bring confidence because you're building new skills that make you feel good. Now, these emotions may be new and you may not know. You may do it and think, I don't know how to feel about that. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to feeling that emotion. Give it some time is what they're saying. Keep taking the action on the guidance that they're giving you of these creative things, because that is what's going to cut the cord energetically with the people that you want to suffer in peace. Let them suffer in their silence. Let them suffer in their peace. Don't allow them to bring you down with them, okay? If they're not in your life in any way, they shouldn't be in your emotions either. Really, truly let them go. Because the truth is, there's a lot of people who are treading water, right? Okay, they're not even treading water. They're drowning. They're drowning. And for them, they're just trying to get up to the surface to where they can tread water. And if you are up here vibrationally and they're drowning and they're trying to tread water and you try to go down here to help them, they're pulling you down instead of you pulling them up. Sometimes people just need to suffer enough to the point that they're so uncomfortable that it affects change. And that's the importance of this message. So what we're going to look at now, I'm going to get some messages from the universe here. And then we're going to look at what guidance source wants to give you right now to move forward and what results come from that. Okay? So let's start. Get my lemon water. Oh, They're saying that it's a really good time to detox this month. Oh my God, that felt good. Have you ever taken a drink of really cold water and you can just feel it go down your body and spread? I love that. Get another drink. Ah, that feels good. Tastes good. Lemon water is great. Lemons cleanse the liver, the kidneys, the spleen. They're very healthy for your gut, and your gut health is really important because it's like a second brain. Dr. Alejandro Junger, and it's spelled Junger. He has a book on gut health, and he says that brain is just as important as your brain up above. So what you ingest and what you put into your body is going to affect so many things. And detoxing is a good thing. Lemon water, put lemons in your smoothie, ginger, turmeric, curcumin, cinnamon. They're asking you right now to really clear your mind and relax. So when they're saying you need rest, they're trying to give you opportunities to rest your body, but keep your mind active by peaceful focus through creative outlets. So they want you to sit down. They want you to get immersed in some type of creative project, or some classes to help you learn something creative. They want you to do that. It's like, just because you're sitting down, how many times have you went to bed and your mind just races? Like, your body's exhausted, but your mind just keeps going. That's why these activities are so important. It's going to help you channel that energy. And then in a very short period of time, I would say 2 weeks to a month tops, you're going to find that you naturally navigate. My voice is really trying to give out. I'm sorry. You will naturally navigate to those things. It's just like me when I first started tarot. It was a little difficult for me at first to come to the desk and do this because I was nervous, insecure. But then after time, my confidence grew, and I wake up and I just it felt unnatural not to do a reading. That's what it's going to feel like for you with these creative outlets. And not only that, it's like it brings out a passion in you didn't know you had. You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking about this, and you're wide awake like, ooh, I'm going to go work on that right now. That type of passion that wakes you up out of sleep and you just want to do it because it feels so good. That's what they're trying to awaken in you. And those very passions are going to be tied to your money. I said monetary. Money. Okay? There is going to be monetary value to what you are working on now, even though you're not making money. Money will come in from various different places because your vibration has raised and you're not focusing on the animosity or, that energy that's pinching you off from your desires. Please take action on the guidance they're giving you, because it's like the doorway to everything you want. Okay. Easy one to come out. Let's see. It says, I know you've been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you're good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take that leap of faith. This is what I mean. What they're asking you to do may be new, and when you try something new, especially as an adult, some of us, we have these wounds inside of us that need to be healed where we feel not good enough. Well, this may pull that out, and you may have to sit there and feel that emotion for a second and cry out that pain. But when you cry that pain out, that pain's left your body. So it's making room for the good. The pain, it's just like cleaning out a closet or a house. If you want to move into a new house, everything that's in that house from the other previous owners has to be moved out before you can move in. So if you feel some type of emotional experience that to you may feel uncomfortable or negative during an activity that you're trying to do, sit with it, cry it out, and then ask your spirit team, like, why did I have that emotional set point? Okay. And they also want me to tell you, they're giving you ample amount of opportunities to learn how to master the emotions in a healthy way. And here's where my example comes in. So I know when I get angry that I would go to weed or alcohol, because I would just like have a stressful day, come home, have a glass of wine, unwind. And then I started, smoking weed. So when I would get angry, like I could handle sadness. I can lay in bed and cry and cry and cry, which is crazy because at the beginning of my awakening, I would never shed a tear. It's something I've mastered over time. I'm used to being sad. I'm used to that place, so I can cry easily and get that pain out. What I struggle with is anger. Like, how do I process my anger in a healthy way? And I like to box. I like to hit things, and I get that anger and that pent up anger, and I can be nasty with my words. I can be rude, and then I go, fuck this shit. I'm going to go get a pen. I'm going to go smoke. And then I don't deal with it. And then when you smoke, it lowers your vibration even more because you're stuffing those emotions. Okay? You're not moving out of the house. You're packing more garbage into your house. Okay? It's becoming clutter. You're packing more clutter in your house. And your house, in this example, is your body. So you're only packing more, and you're keeping your vibration low even though you're feeling better. And it's because the substance is making it low. If you were to express that emotion, your vibration would raise. And it's not. So when I would do that, what they told me, get your heavy bag out, Crystal, and they were telling me to knee it, punch it, kick it, and get that anger out. Well, it's taken a long, long time for me to get it, because when I'm happy and they tell me this, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll try that, because I'm in a good mood. But when I'm in an angry mood, I tend to get angry at them, like, oh, nothing's going right. When are you going to fucking do something, Source? Fuck this shit. I'm smoking weed. I don't believe you anymore. And I was losing faith in my dream, but it was my action that was causing me to lose faith in my dream. All I have to do is take action on these little creative things, and it like heals a multitude of pains and brings in all kinds of blessings. And I've been blocking my blessings because I don't know how to deal with my anger. Now, Source is giving you experiences emotionally and trying to give you these, they're setting up these emotional atmospheres for you, for giving you opportunities to learn how to master that emotion. So guess what? Anger keeps coming up. Anger, anger, anger. And I keep repeating this cycle over and over until I put a stop to it. And if they're telling me to hit the bag's going to make me feel better. The bag's going to give me cardiovascular workout. The bag's going to help me tone my core, tone my arms, tone my legs. Because I'm kicking it, I'm kneeing it, It's giving me all kinds of health benefits. At the same time, it's giving me the emotional release. So when they're asking you to do something to, work through an emotion, do it. If not, you're just going to have another experience that brings up that emotional set point, and another experience that brings up that emotional set point. It's going to be different. So, and I do different things for different emotions. So when I'm sad, I will lay down, I will cry, I will meditate, I will rest. And then I will probably, I don't know, watch a movie or watch a video and just relax, because my body, after I have a deep release of tears, you need to relax because your body's worked overtime to get those tears out. It's like an hour-long run when you get a really good release of sadness. When I'm irritated, I could just go for a walk. I could put on some music. Sometimes music will take me right out of it. Sometimes music, it's beyond the music. I can listen to music and my face is flat, nothing will work. And that means that I just need to try something else and try something else. But when we get in these emotions, we tend to dig our heels in. And they're asking you not to dig your heels in and try something new in the midst of the emotion. You're not going to know what works unless you try something new to help you work through an emotion that in the past has taken you to a place that didn't serve you. Some of you may be shopping. You're in a bad mood, so you go shopping, instead of, maybe don't drink or smoke weed. Maybe yours is shopping. Maybe yours is, I don't know, going and sleeping with somebody. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. But you got to, really, your dreams are there for you. You got to lay it down. This is my dream. And every action that you take, is this action going to take me closer to my dream or further from my dream? Closer to my dream or further from my dream? Okay, try to remember that. And you know, there are going to be days where it feels like no matter what you do, everything is falling apart. No matter what you do, something has went wrong. On those days, those are the days to take it easy. Those are the days not to push and try to force something to happen. Those are the days where you need to kind of just chill and find relief. Relief, you know? It just means sit down, chill, and do some type of activity that helps you find relief. It's not about trying to conquer the world that day. It's not about trying to get everything off your checklist on those days. It's learning about the emotions that we're working on right now. So you may, you may find that you are in a shitty vibration, like low energies, frustrated, angry. All of those things, they are staying there for the purpose of you trying something new to get you out of that emotion, to prove to yourself that there's a way to handle it in a healthy manner. Because if you don't get out of those emotions, you don't manifest what you truly want. Okay, got that out. Bigger and better experiences are coming your way. You may not be able to see it, but great things are coming together for you as you read this. Trust the process and let it unfold in divine timing. Move forward knowing all is working out just fine. All right, that's great. I mean, it really is. These low energy places that we're in, like these low emotional places that we're in, this is where we're transitioning. This is where we grow. And learning, like really observing, when I get sad, this is what I do. When I get angry, this is what I do. When I get happy, this is what I do. You know, trying to really navigate, like, how can I deal with my anger in a healthy way? How can I deal with my frustration in a healthy way? How can I deal with fear in a healthy way? Okay? Unworthiness. You are all worthy. You are all loved. You are all known so well that they're teaching you about you. They're trying to help you grow. Okay. Wow. Do something kind for someone without any expectation. You know how, for me, when you give somebody a gift and you see their face light up and it makes you feel so good? Sometimes giving to people, we benefit from it more than they do, depending on what it is. I mean, if you're getting 50 grand, then, you know, you're benefiting pretty big. Excuse me. But this is what I'm saying. Do something kind because it makes you feel good. Now, if it's something that you're going to do and it's like going to cause you stress, then don't do it. Something easy for you that'll make you feel good about doing it for somebody. Okay? Give your inner critic a vacation day and be kind to yourself. This is guidance for you. Okay? Ooh. When you find something that excites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. This is exactly what they're giving you. They're giving you the nuggets, your breadcrumbs of what's going to excite you. And it's new. Most of it is new. So you don't know how you're going to feel about it. But the more you immerse yourself in it, the more you learn and the more passion grows within you. Because if you just scratch the surface of when you just scratch the surface of something, you're not giving it an opportunity or yourself an opportunity to see if it's something you really enjoy. Listen to your body and do what it's asking of you. I will tell you, sometimes I will go through my day and then all of a sudden I will just feel like somebody unplugged me. Like my battery's drained, they unplugged me. And I know that's when they want me to go meditate because they have something they want to tell me. So I'll go and I'll meditate. My kids know this. They leave me alone. The routine's gotten pretty consistent. I'll go and meditate, and they will show me something that happened during my day that I didn't get, and they are talking to me about it. Like, I will just have an experience in the day, and then all of a sudden my battery's pulled out. I'll go and meditate, and then they tell me about the experience. Okay, this happened, but this is what was really being said. This is what we want you to take from this. And they shift my perspective on something. And if you find yourself, especially if you're practicing meditation, if you find yourself going through your day and then all of a sudden you just feel drained, go and relax for a few minutes and ask your spirit team to come in and say you're ready and willing to receive whatever it is that they have for you. And they will give it to you, okay? They will give it to you. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. This goes right back to let people suffer. Let people suffer in peace. Don't let them take you underwater too. Let them come up to the surface. Let them come up and tread water. Don't let them make you drown with them. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Do you see how fast that flew out? It like flip, flip, flip. Okay. You see this? Where did it fly? It flew right on top of, when you find something that excites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. Do they look excited? This is what the majority of people are doing. Sitting somewhere, whether it's bed, wherever, and they're sitting and going through their phone with this look on their face. How is this benefiting you? If it's just scrolling for the sake of boredom, how is this benefiting you? This is not living. They're trying to give you things that excite you to take you out of this. This is not healthy. This is what they're saying. Finding something that excites you takes you out of this energy here. And if you even split this, let's just say, you know how they do in movies, how you could see two people in different houses at the same time. So let's just say this is split, right? They're in different houses. They're over there scrolling. Both of you are in silence, but both of you are still energetically giving energy to each other. And the reason I say that is because they're in the bed together, not facing each other, in silence, and she's probably over here stewing, he's over here stewing, so you both are still giving energy to each other, but there's animosity. It's time to let that go, and you let it go by doing something that excites you. And if you don't know what excites you, trying new things that Source is asking you to do is what's going to get you out of this rut and help you manifest money, relationships, freedom in any form that you want. Oh man, which one? Okay. Look what came out. The Sun. This is the happiest card in tarot. Happiest card in the deck. This is you living in the high vibrational emotions that are on this card. Okay? This energy is putting you in the low vibrational emotions on this card. I wish it would focus for you. There. This energy puts you in these low vibrations. All right? So that's what they're trying to pull you out of so that you can live the life that you intended to live before you even came here in this physical body. Oh, it came out. Okay. It helps heal this. Do you understand? Doing things that excite you and following these creative outlets takes this away. And it doesn't affect your children anymore. Instead of, like, here they are exchanging the words, right? Here they are in this place where they're still giving their anger and their words to people. But here they are cutting people off. They're suffering in silence. But the energy is still the same. That's why they're saying cut the cord energetically by doing things that make you happy, doing things that fill you up, getting outside. Maybe, for me personally, what makes me the happiest right now, I love my kids. I'm not saying anything about that, but talking to strangers sometimes is easier than talking to people that you know, because there's a lot of experience. There's history with people that you know. So sometimes just getting out and going to a store, going to a park, I don't know, wherever, and meeting people just as, because people are usually polite when you first meet them, right? They're just polite. So sometimes talking to a stranger can be the highlight of your day. I don't know why that came out, but it did. It just channeled it. They're trying to help you resurrect yourself, giving you opportunities to change your life, to change the things that you don't like and bring in the things that you do like. Okay? Look, I was just holding the deck like this. I had my finger in between it, and I went to put the deck together and pull my finger out, and it did that with the card, and I pulled the card out, and it was the Ten of Pentacles. This is tied to your wealth. So this is what will come from the guidance that they're giving you. Your guidance is different. It's very personal. Your guidance is personal to you. I mean, I could tap into that guidance personally if you want a personal reading. If you want help, that's fine. You could book a personal reading, but you have a spirit team and you have the ability to talk to them yourselves too. So this is about building wealth. This is about building confidence, stamina, and not even just wealth. This is generational wealth. This is stability. This is feeling secure. And this is confidence. This comes from confidence. This comes from happiness. This comes from security. This comes from a positive expectation, enthusiasm. Okay. Now I'm going to end with some charms. Sorry, I like to close my eyes, and sometimes things fall out, and I keep them. Yeah, okay. Right away, we have boss. Look at that. I'm talking to leaders here. You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of your choices. You are in charge of your money. You do not have to be victim to the system. Okay, you can work for yourself, you can work for somebody else, but you do not have to be victim to a paycheck that is $18 an hour, and you have to spend 8 or 9 hours a day there, or 60 hours a week there, just to make ends meet. There's ways to work smarter and not harder, and that's what Source is showing the collective, especially light workers, because you're going to be showing that to other people. You are in charge of your life and your choices, and when you choose the higher vibrations and cutting people off energetically through the action that they're asking you to take, you become the boss. And I'm going to put that over here on the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. The dream catcher. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your daydreams. If you have a little notepad, write it down. There's going to be some significance there for you. They may give you a dream that seems so off the wall, but it's off the wall so you'll remember it. And it has a message. So what's the message? And it could be tied to, it's showing you an emotional set point or an experience, something that repetitive in your life through a dream. Like, oh wait, I do this, and that really means the same thing as my dream. So my dream may seem off the wall and not make sense, but when I write it down and I look at it and I read it out loud, I can see a pattern that is equivalent to a pattern in my life. So there's that. This is your spirit team. Elephants are extremely protective. They are very family oriented. They're intelligent. And this is what Source is saying. They are protecting you. Your dreams are protected. They're intelligent. They're infinite intelligence. It's God, right? So they know who you are, what you want, where you are in relationship to what you want, and the best way to get you there. They know what's going to happen on every day. Yesterday, excuse me. was a longer reading. I apologize. Yesterday, in meditation, I wanted them to give me a schedule for my day. And they wouldn't do it. They were just saying, when you feel anger, they were telling me about the punching bag and stuff. And I get up and I'm going through my day and I'm like, and when I have a meditation and they're not giving me a lot, it's just kind of like how it was in the beginning for me, where it just feels good, but no messages are really coming through. I'm so used to getting messages and visions in meditation that when I don't get them, I get upset because that's what I expect now. But what I've come to learn, when I don't get them, they're showing me this is going to be a growth day. This is going to be a healing day. So what happened yesterday was, all of a sudden, and nothing even triggered it. Nothing triggered it. I just, bam, got super angry. It's like they have a remote control and they hit the anger button and it just turned it on. And I was like a bull in a china shop yesterday. So getting the bag out, helpful, very, very helpful. And that's what, if you go in meditation and you're somebody who's used to getting a lot of messages and you don't, it's just kind of peaceful, but you're not, it's like you're trying to get into meditation, but you can't get your brain to be squirrely. You're probably going to have a day where there's going to be an opportunity for some growth. Okay? All right. They're handing you the gem. This is a hand with a diamond or a gem in it. They're telling you, they're handing you the cooperative components, the breadcrumbs, the pieces of the puzzle you need to get your son, to get your happiness, to get your wealth. All right? You're in a place of transformation right now with the butterfly. You're in a place of growth. You are very close to achieving your goal. If you are in a place where you're about to give up, don't give up. Please don't give up. You're so close to achieving this goal. It's unreal. In this situation, heal. Here. Oh my gosh. It's going to be healed. This is divinely guided. As you heal, energetically, you're helping other people heal, with, even if they're not in your presence. You're helping them heal. Isn't that great? All right. I love you, collective. I know it was a longer one. I apologize, but there was a lot to be said today. And they said it was very important, so I didn't want to cut it short for any reason. I will shorten them up. I promise, okay? Peace and love, everybody. I'll see you soon.